Hello, welcome to MTurk Guide. Today I'm going to do a quick summary of a requester called a written paper. These are transcription hits, and when you grab one, there will generally be, there always is, all of this instruction at the top. Read it once, read it a couple of times, definitely understand it, because there are some specific ways that they want you doing things in terms of date formats and things like that. What I do want to call out to you, and this is what those in the community have expressed to me, is that although they tell you in these first two bullets not to transcribe anything that's computer generated, text, symbols, any of that stuff, occasionally you'll see a hit floating around that's all computer generated text. It kind of looks like they took snippets out of a spreadsheet. It's usually names or something, and that's what they're asking you to transcribe. If you were to follow the directions, you wouldn't transcribe it. You would submit it blank. But I believe that this particular requester has a automatic reject for any blank hits. So they assume that blank hits are people, quote unquote, scamming them and trying to submit work that isn't done and get the reward for it. So it's a glitch in their system, and they're not responsive to emails on it. So if you do find yourself in receipt of a hit where it's all text, I would simply return it. If you don't transcribe it and you leave it blank, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to be rejected. On the other hand, if you do transcribe it, you could also be rejected for not following the instructions. It's kind of a no-win situation. I mean, some people have had them approved, but it's not a risk I think you want to take with your account unless you can really afford to have that reject on your account. So, in order to return it, you would just go and return it. But other than that, these are typically pretty good hits. The base reward is 5 cents. And aside from that, they issue a bonus on each hit on a per word basis. So I've had ones for 5 cents, 3 cents, something like that, all the way up to 68, 75 cents. And they don't take long. I'm a pretty fast typist, although when I type on a webcast, I always go slower because it's in my head that you guys are out there watching me type. But it's pretty simple. And in this particular case, I'm just going to say I go through and putting in letters. Obviously, this was some sort of multiple choice question, although you do want to make sure you're looking all the time at what they're asking you to transcribe, because sometimes it'll be along the way, it'll just be letters and then it'll change to numbers. Like this one, I don't know if that's a B or a 6. But if I look at the next one and it's still letters, I'm going to go ahead and assume it's a B. And I am transcribing case sensitive, which is how I generally transcribe. So, if you're a fast typist, and I am going a little slow, so that, so that you don't get a laggy interface on your end. But typically I can fly through these very, very quickly, especially these one-letter ones. The paragraph ones can get a little bit tedious, but the reward is decent. You have 20 minutes to do these. So if you are queuing them up, I typically do Panda these because they drop them in small batches, and then you won't see much of them for a while, for most of the day. So they're nice little filler. If they're wandering around out there, you want to kind of grab them. Again, if you're not using Pandas, you're not using Turkmaster or Panda Crazy to help you auto accept hits, definitely check out some of the other webcasts. So that I can teach you how to do that, because it's really going to help not only your productivity, but it's going to help your earnings. I promise. So you typically just get through. There we go. We're at the end. Woohoo. Okay. So real quickly, while I have you here, and I say this on a lot of webcasts just because I want people to know all the different functionality. If you do want to accept one right after, you just hit this button and it'll automatically bring you into the next hit, so that you can keep working on the hits. If you don't, then don't. If you do and you end up getting distracted, it'll simply expire after 20 minutes. It's really not a big deal, but it's a good way to capture another one. If you're interested in continuing on working on it. Now, if you're working out of your queue, you want to make sure that you're up in your hits assigned to you at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and submit it, and I'm actually going to quickly see if there's another one to be had behind this. I didn't panda these because I knew I'd be doing a quick webcast. So, okay, in this case, other people came in behind me and grabbed the other 7 that were waiting. So you can see it says my results have been submitted. There's no other hits available. So you definitely want to be pandaing anything, or putting using Turkmaster or Panda Crazy for a lot of hits that if you like them and you want to have your queue full with them, you're going to have to panda them. Simply going through here and clicking is just not going to work. It won't work. It's too difficult. So okay, so I think that'll actually be it for this quick webcast on written paper. As usual, if you have questions, let me know. I really, really want to help you guys be productive with MTurk because there's a lot of potential here to make money. And as we approach the holiday season, I know a lot of people are probably looking for ways to make extra cash. So definitely ask questions, please. And please subscribe. I'm putting up videos multiple times a day, and I'm working, hopefully you're going to be working through the numbered webcasts that really start you from the beginning and help you with everything from signing up to scripts to contacting requesters to how to handle page refresh errors, everything. So thanks so much for joining, and we will chat soon on another hit. Thanks.